Welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. Today I'm excited to bring to you an old-fashioned recipe and a recipe again from our cast iron pan. And what it's called is cast iron baked tea buns. Now to pass this while, we've showed you a few of our recipes using a cast iron pan and of course a few that was outside. This one is baked inside and I'm sure you can do it out on your outside grill, but today we're going to be baking it in the oven. Years ago, my parents, when they would make those tea buns, they would make it on their wood fire stove where they pack that old-fashioned stove with some wood and bake that one in the oven, and of course oh so delicious. I'm going to share a few details with you as we go, but if this recipe interests you and you can't wait to know, stick around and let's get started. So what you're going to need is half a cup of evaporated cold milk, or if you haven't got access to evaporated milk, you could use old fresh milk or cream and have it nice and cold. And of course our butter or margarine, and it's a half of a cup, and have that as well cold. And that makes this recipe ever so nice. We're going to use 2 cups of all-purpose white flour, and if you want to use a wheat flour, that is totally fine. We're going to be putting in there half a teaspoonful of sea salt. You could also use a table salt. A third of a cup of granulated white sugar, and you can substitute that one with another sugar if you wish, and just toss it on into the bowl. We're also going to be putting in there 4 teaspoonfuls of baking powder. Just toss it on into the bowl. Now you could mix this with a spoon and then after work it with your hand, or you can just work it first into your mixer with a paddle and then take it out and continue mixing it with your hand. Of course, the cold butter, I'm going to first just whisk around those dry ingredients just to get that all combined, and then we're going to toss in there our butter. All you need to do is just a quick whisk around just to mix that together. So toss in there your cold butter. Now if you're working it with your hand, just do it until it starts to crumble and you see that the flour and all those ingredients are starting to mix in there together. So that's all you need to do there. So I'm going to put down the paddle and just give this a little whisk around until it starts to crumble. We need to do there. We don't need to overwork this. We want to keep the butter cold and make sure that everything is put in equally but not overworked. We got a half a cup of that evaporated milk. I'm gonna just break the eggs, make sure there's no shells, and I'm gonna whisk that in with the milk, and like you said, old milk, evaporated milk, and if you don't have either of those, you could use a cream, and that would work the same, and have it nice and cold. So we're going to remove that and put down our paddle again. So this is just going to be poured in there gradually, just until it blends, get a bit together, and then I'm going to be taking it out. So that's all you need to do there. Now what I'm going to do is take the dough now out onto my countertop and just lightly work it together. So what are we going to do? We're going to just put a little dusting, even though we're going to get some of the flour that's still not mixed in there, but I'm going to dust my countertop. As well at this point, preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit and put your cast iron pan in there with a chunk of butter in it, and that could be anywhere from 1 or 2 tablespoonfuls, and get that melting down and get your pan hot. Now I'm going to toss this here out onto my countertop. Toss it all out onto your countertop, including the dust. Now at this point, what you're going to do is just pinch the rest of those ingredients together just until it all of that dust from the flour combines. We're not really working it, we're only just making sure that everything is there because we want these buns to be nice and soft. What the reasons for putting the butter in the pan, I'm going to show you that now in a couple of moments. And this batch of tea buns would make a baker's dozen, and of course I think all of you guys know what a baker's dozen is. It's 13 of these tasty little tea buns. If you wanted to put raisins in these or dried cranberries, you could do that, but I got this one a little less sugar in it because you can serve this one with a meal, not just sitting down with a cup of tea. Now let me show you what to do next. So pretty much now what you're going to do is pinch off 13 pieces of this dough, trying to get it as equal as possible in the shapes of size. And if you don't, it's not a real big deal because that means you'll have one piece of a tea bun bigger than the other. So just do that, and I'm going to reach for my cast iron pan and I'll show you what to do there. So as you can see, let's probably get my cloth here, grab this here. The butter in there is melted and nice and hot. That's what you want. You want for that to be sizzling almost, but it's kind of hard to make it sizzle when you're when you're on camera. But yeah, do your best to have it sizzling. Come and then put it into the pot like this. Just round them off. Don't have to get fancy with them because remember, this is your delicious cast iron baked tea buns, and when you see them come out of that oven, you're going to say to yourself, oh my gosh, I will never make them any other way. That's the way we feel, especially when we were kids and you wake up in the morning and there'll be a pan of these waiting for you for your breakfast. Now let me tell you what to do next with this. So I hope you're excited about making your cast iron baked tea buns. Stick around because there's a nice little part to this that you're going to love and you're going to want to see. We're going to put this in the oven there now, get it baking for at least anywhere for 15 to 20 minutes on that 375 degree Fahrenheit heat, and then I'll show you what to do next. Now our delicious cast iron baked tea buns are done. Come in and have a look and I'll show you what's next. So now check these out. After they're out of the oven and they're nice and hot, you pour some more butter over the top, leaving a little bit for some servings if you want to, if you're going to be like myself there, or you can melt more. And this is about a couple of tablespoonfuls, a little bit more of that butter. And if you want to make these a way you like it, with raisins, with dried cranberries, or even with garlic butter, serve it with a nice meal. Yum. I'm going to put one over into that cast iron.
Don't forget mine.
And one here, and add some more butter. Now, how good is that? Yum. I can't wait to have a taste. Now I hope I got all of you guys just hungry to go out there and make some of these. Just look at the bottom of these buns, and of course you've seen when I pulled it away from the other ones there. They're so nice and soft, and of course with that extra butter, yum.
What I like too is you can see the steam coming out.
Oh my gosh, Raymond. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. I'm going to give your 2 thumbs up.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh, it just makes me feel like my childhood days and mom and dad getting these tea buns pulled out of the oven and our cup of tea waiting for us. Not so much the school part, but again, the memories of getting up to go to school and having these delicious buns. So delicious. I can't wait for you to make them. And I got yours ready there, Raymond, in that little cast iron there that our oldest son and his wife gave us one time, and they are cute. I like making things in them, but serving things hot is really nice. this is it, as good as it gets. I'm all about cast iron. Of course, this being my dad's cast iron pan, I've enjoyed sharing different recipes with you guys over these past few months with that. I'm going to leave you the recipe. I'm going to leave you the recipe, and under this video in the description bar, either see more or an arrow pointing down. If you can't find it there, you can send me a message at bonitakitchen@gmail.com. I'll also share it with you on our Facebook page and our website, www.bonitaskitchen.com. I can't wait to dig into these and at least have one more after that one, because that's my weakness. It is those little pastries, those little tea buns and baked the old-fashioned way. Yeah. So we hope that you enjoyed this recipe today. We're not going to take any more of your time. We know it's precious. On behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team, and from our kitchen to yours, you have a wonderful day. And get your cast iron pan going. Make those tea buns. And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen, to yours.